Morning. It is 8 o'clock on a Saturday. I'm first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather, hopefully getting your day started off on the right note. Today, definitely going to be a day where we'll be watching the weather closely. The top two things that we are monitoring, first and foremost, an absolutely beautiful start to the day. We'll be talking about just where we go from here this morning in just a few minutes. Plus, yeah, we're tracking some storms as well. A couple of steps to get there, but we will definitely be getting you kind of through that process ahead on Coffee Talk. Just a lot of wonderful things to watch for, and certainly we will be watching for all of that. But before we get in too deep, let's do this, huh? Let's take a live look outside. This is the tower cam shot I showed you just a few seconds ago. It does look lovely. I think that we've got a great forecast in store for you. That's a shot from our new Smyrna Beach tower cam. Let's head just up the road to Daytona Beach and see what's doing. Why is it when I wanted to show you, you're not there? All right, let's head over to the Kennedy Space Center. Are you there? You're there. Okay, I'll take that. Blue sky looking perfect. Heading over to Port Canaveral. A little hazy. A couple of folks out on the boat. Kind of wish I was there. Melbourne needs to iris down a little bit. That's okay. We'll get the tower cams fixed. Orlando International Airport looking pretty good. Let's head over to downtown Orlando. Yeah, runners, joggers running around the lake. Looks like a lovely start to the day. Let's head to our first warning live Doppler radar tower. Looking over to Altamont Springs. Not bad there. Over to Disney. There's the Riviera. You can see the swan, the dolphin. Not bad there either. And last but not least, let's head to Ocala, shall we? By the way, if you follow Coffee Talk for a while, you know this camera has been like tilted. I just spoke with one of our engineers. He said he's replacing this camera. What had happened was a gust of wind just knocked the camera's mount over a little bit. So he's replacing the whole thing in short order, which I'm very okay with. All right, here's first warning live Doppler radar over top of us. We are fine. Let me zoom in though to some stuff off the shoreline. It's kind of sitting out there and bubbling, not a problem for us whatsoever, but it's something that we're watching. Okay, no big deal. Temperatures out the door, 60s and 70s. We are on our way to the upper 80s, and I would expect there to be at least one spot today that's going to hit 90 degrees. That's going to give us a little bit of instability, and because of, oh yes, Susan the Tavares camera's working. Yes, I forgot it. It's because it's back and I forgot. We'll get to that in a minute. But the instability this afternoon could provide some afternoon storms. So today's kind of an interesting day in that the overall rain coverage is fairly low, but the storms that do get going could be a little stronger, okay? All right, so where do we go from here? You can see 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Those are the impact icons, letting you know that's the time frame where we could be tracking some stronger storms. Now, in terms of temperatures, there you go. 88 in Orlando, Ocala, the Villages. It's going to be a nice and toasty, warm day. But there is the threat, low-end threat, but there is the threat for some strong to severe storms. We have been placed under a level 1 risk, meaning out of all the storms that develop today, which isn't going to be a ton, 1 or 2 little pockets could get a little stronger. So that's something to keep in mind. And when we break down the overall impacts, there you go. Kind of wind gusts and hail would be the primary concerns, with a lower end concern for tornadoes. Okay? So that's where we're at today. Opportunity is there for some stronger storms. Here's the timeline for the day, just so that we're all on the same page. Morning is perfect. Midday is perfect. Afternoon, not quite perfect. All right, so that's kind of where we're at. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, otherwise. I've missed so many people saying good morning to you, so I apologize. But Carla, good morning. Frankie, good morning. David, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Good morning. Steph, good morning. Thinking about taking the Munchkin out to Daytona Ormond area to see all the Jeeps for the start of Jeep Beach weekend. I would do it, but I would also plan to do it earlier in the day. So let's take a look at the computer model here together, okay? Here's Futurecast. through 1:30, 2 o'clock, we are just fine. And I'll bring it full screen for you so that we've got the highest resolution of the model we can. 3, 4, 5, though, we're starting to see some of those little pockets of heavier rain around, right? And then continuing 6, 7 o'clock, kind of keeping some stormier weather around our East Coast areas. So, I would say that we're good, but by about 3, 4, 5 o'clock, that's when these storms are going to start to deal some gustier winds and some heavier downpours, with 6 p.m. to me looking like it's the most inclement of the time period. All right. So that's kind of where we're at. Pat, good morning to you. David, howdy, howdy, howdy. Hope you're having a great start to the day. Jennifer CR29 over on YouTube. Good morning. Carla, how are ya? Most of the energy in one area. Chris, I would say that the biggest concern for stronger storms to me is going to once again be along the I-95 corridor. What's interesting about that is that all of these opportunities for stronger storms that we've had the last few weeks have focused on the I-95 corridor. Yeah. Yesenia says, good morning. Does anyone know if Melbourne has high rip current or recommend Intercoastal Beach where the waves aren't trying to kill you in that area? Well, that's an intense one. Listen, when it comes to the rip currents, today we're running at a moderate rip current threat. The surf and seas are calming down a little bit. Here's the beach forecast for you, all right? All in all, it does not look like a bad day to head to the beach. I would just encourage you to do your thing earlier, because later in the day is when those showers and those thunder showers will start bothering us. Yeah. All right. Rain is rain. We need anything we can get back up. Well, and that's also kind of funny. So today we've got a pretty decent opportunity to see some stronger storms, but the overall rain coverage is low. Tomorrow, the overall rain coverage drops even more. And then we really change the game looking ahead to the work week. Monday, 70% coverage of rain. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every day we've got a pretty decent coverage of rain. So what's interesting, if we were to look at just the 7-day forecast for today, what you'll notice is the overall coverage is at 30%. So it's not like there's a ton of rain, but the storms that do develop could get a little stronger. Tomorrow, drier. And then for the upcoming work week, basically these little ripples of energy work over the peninsula and give us the shot to see showers and thunder showers around. So we do have opportunities, to see some rainfall. Yeah, which is, we need the rainfall, so it's okay. Victoria, did you buy the shirt? I did. This morning I bought the shirt. I also bought another one. It was a Millennium Falcon with a Falcon Heavy in the middle, so it's a Millennium Falcon Heavy. It's a cute shirt. Bought it as well. Yeah. So let's see here. I saw we rusted your arm, and what? Laura, what? We rusted your arm? Oh, twisted my arm, and I got the shirt. Yeah, I got the shirt. Yes. All right, let me slide through and catch up on the comments. I apologize, I'm way behind. We'll make it through the party, yay, Taylor says. Yes, love that, love that. And the reality is most of the day today is looking to be a fine day. John says good morning, and good morning to everybody. Hey, John, good morning to you, buddy. Hope you're having a great start to the day. Come to the West Coast for great water that's not trying to topple you. That's from my brother, and he's not wrong. The Gulf of Mexico is pretty nice and quiet. So, yeah, go enjoy that. That'll take care of you. Yeah. Anne's asking, are they afternoon thunderstorms? This week, yes. And also today, yes. Nicole's asking about any rain for Lakeland. It'll be a rogue shower at best. Today's rain coverage is pretty low the further west you are. Here's the overall rain coverage for the day. Yeah, it's not a ton of rain. It's not a ton of rain. Yeah, that's today's rain coverage. I'm hearing pack the umbrella next week. The grass and plants are sighing. We need rain. Frank says the higher the percentage, the less east Orlando gets. I mean, I always laugh when people say that. It's not like there's people plotting against locations. It just kind of is the way that it is. Now, in terms of rainfall deficit, look at these numbers. For the year, look how behind we are. 6.5 inches in Orlando. Leesburg got some help, though, y'all. we were approaching 7 inches deficit in Leesburg. We're back to 6. So we've put a few decent drops in. It's still very dry, particularly across our inland areas. But here's the updated Keach-Byram drought numbers. And Sumter County, for what it's worth, Sumter County, you're in a pretty rough spot there. The rest of us have gotten some decent rains, but Sumter County particularly, now in the orange, we're working toward the top of the Estrelon there of the Keach-Byram drought index. So we need it. We need it. We'll get it little by little. We'll get it, which is good, but we definitely need it. Taylor, whoa. I just looked at the screen. I didn't think rain chances had been so high. Rain chances or coverage? What do you mean, Taylor? Help me understand. When does rainy season typically start? Jonathan's asking. It's a good question, bud. When it comes to the wet season, we typically start things off late in the month of May. It has started as early May, but that's a rarity. Yeah. So late May. And basically we watch for cold fronts to stop, the daily sea breezes to start firing up, and then those morning lows are in the 60s. But, you need cold fronts to stop. And what are we tracking literally in our weather pattern right now? But a cold front. And it will make it to us, which is supplying that instability later on today. How's the red tide in the Gulf? I have no idea. I zero idea. I apologize. Yeah. We don't need the lightning. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Ed says, looks like a wet Jeep beach week. Listen, if you think for a minute that those Jeepers are upset, give them a little mud to play in. To me, I think that that's perfect for Jeep Beach Week. I mean, it's not absolutely perfect. You want a little sunshine. But like at the end of the day, a couple of afternoon storms are not going to be a massive concern. We can handle a couple of afternoon storms. Yeah. Let's see here. Rain chances this week are higher than it has been every day. Yeah, the rain chances this week are decent. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast while we're chatting about it. Rain chances are decent. We need rain, so it's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Yeah. Let's see here. Go Lightning. Yeah, the only Lightning I want to cheer on, though, is the hockey team, not necessarily actual lightning strikes. That I'm not wanting. Debbie says, hi, all. Just wanted to shout out to Dawn. Met her and her husband last night. Amazing people. Love them. Thank you, Dawn, for the beer. Dawn bought you that is good people. That is good people. I like that. Maya says, I live by Lake Kerr in Marion County. The water is low. We need rain. Listen, I live on a pond, and my pond is almost like a dry lake bed. Oh, excuse me. So I get what you're saying. It's very, very dry. We very much need some rainfall. We will this week get some decent opportunities for some rainfall. Yeah. I haven't checked the BSR, and I don't have it configured on this computer to do so. I apologize. I will tell you, though, I need to get I've got 2 points of note for Coffee Talk I need to work on. I need to get set up for Jeremy, because Jeremy and I need to work on our May calendar that we're going, maybe I'll do that as soon as I get off Coffee Talk today, as I'll put together the May calendar. But we need to put together our May calendar, and then I also need to work on getting Phil Klotzbach on to chat about the hurricane season through his perspective. We don't get rain in St. Pete, Frank says. Yeah, it seems like recently you don't at all. Yeah. Tiffany says we need rain. Yeah, coffee up indeed. Oh, man, Jason, coffee up. Indeed. Jeannie says, May calendar, don't toy with me. But it's not going to be like a daily thing. It's going to be looking for tropical features or bigger rain events, that kind of a thing. So it's not going to be like the winter/spring calendars I was doing. Which, Chris, based on your analytics, have you been criticizing yourself, critiquing yourself to see how you did as you expanded out my April and May? Tiffany says, construction starting for the pool in May. That's awesome. Is it going to be done by? Are you going to be able to enjoy it for summer? Yeah, Jeannie, I'll get a May calendar put together. I'll get a May calendar put together. Yeah. We had a little rain in Oviedo yesterday. Did we have any rain at my house overnight? Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Jeannie says Chris has done a fantastic job. I appreciate his help. I got 0.09 inches of rain. Yeah. I got 0.09. Hold on. Glenn Glazer from WPBF is calling. Hold on a second. Glenn Glazer, you're live on Coffee Talk.
Oh, good morning, Coffee Talk people. I hope you've had coffee. I have not had coffee yet.
Well, I think you need to get some coffee.
I think I definitely need. What's the topic of the day? Thunderstorms later today?
Yeah, we were just talking about, I got 0.09 inches of rain at my house last night. It must have been while I was sleeping.
Oh, that's amazing.
Glenn, by the way, meteorologist at WPBF at my old station in West Palm, and is a good friend. I will call you. Are you going to be available at like 8:30?
Yes, I will be available.
All right, I'll call you then, my friend.
All right, brother. Have a good coffee talk.
All right,
See you guys. Hey, everybody.
Woo!
All right, bye.
Bye, buddy. Love it when Glenn. Listen, I don't answer the phone for just anybody. Like Manolfi and Glenn get that deal. So I'll take that. If I want criticism, I'll ask Debbie. Oh, that's funny, Chris. That's too funny. Rained in Castleberry. Yeah, John, you're not far from me. Taylor, no coffee yet. The baby woke up right before this started. Oh, Taylor, how old is the little one? Like, are we almost to the point where we get some sleep? Taylor, are we there yet? I hope we're closing in. Jan says I was watching WPBF earlier this morning. I don't even know who was on the air down there this morning. I assume it would be Vanessa. Let's see here. When during the year do we typically get named storm number 1? Okay. So I've got, what you all don't know is that in addition to Phil Klotzbach just doing incredible work in the long-range forecasting world, he also puts together a really great database of tropical information that I get my hands on every year. And so he did also just send me the updated database, including the 2022 hurricane season stuff. So great question, Michael. I think I want to get that information done, but I don't have it off the top of my head. But I would be curious to go check that out. Taylor says 16 months old. She's already getting some sleep. Oh, should already be getting some sleep. Oh, poor thing. Taylor, I'm sorry. I'm sending all the love I can to you guys. Oh, you've got to almost be there. I feel like Alexander it was a year and a half. Eric, I think it was about 9 months to a year he got sleep. Alexander was like a year and a half. Alexander was a little feistier. Memory may not serve correctly, though. I don't know. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns before we go? Forecast today, a couple of stronger storms. Adam says Vanessa on WPBF. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yep. That makes sense. I got 0.21 last night. My rain app says we may get 0.04 for today. Any time frame for poll? 2, 3, 4 o'clock. You may get a few showers, but it's not promising, unfortunately. Yeah. Taylor says my 13-year-old was about a year and a half, and my 9-year-old was around a year. Everyone's so different, right? Man, oh man. All right. Nancy says, thank you, Eric. Enjoy your day, my friend. You as well. Tiffany says, sleep deprived. You can never remember. Right? All right. That's all I got for you, people. So watching for a couple of stronger storms today, drier tomorrow, and then kind of an unsettled weather pattern looking ahead to next week. All right. Which rain app do I have? I have a weather station at my house, so I use the app for that weather station. Yeah, it gives me all the data at my house. It's kind of fun. Yeah, the rain yesterday. Look at the rain yesterday. Where is it? 0.09. Today, nothing yet. Oh, and the temperature in my house is 74.1 degrees. All right. All right, go. Be good. Have fun today. I will see you on the Today Show cut-ins here in a couple of minutes. And be the sunshine in someone else's day. See you on Coffee Talk tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Bye, y'all.